Hey guys, welcome back to Sharon's Nail Boutique here on another edition of hashtag before and after. This is the set before up in the left hand corner, and clearly that's after. I forgot to take some like really good pictures of it, so you can really see, like, get a good idea looking at this frame how well preserved her previous set really is. I mean, besides the grow out, they look amazing still. So, and that's my Mia Secret, my Glam and Glitz, my OPI Bond-Aid, my No Lift Nails Acid Base Primer, my Mia Secret Clear Acrylic Polymer, my Mia Secret Liquid, MMA Free. This is my Volcano Bit in a fine grit. I'll leave the link for it in the description box below if you're interested. Other than that, I'm just going in and removing the previous design because I will be going in with more colored acrylic in purple from Glam and Glitz On Your Mark from their Naked color collection. And I'll be using Popsicle from Glam and Glitz Color Pop collection. And I'll be using my Mia Secret Clear, and I'll be using my Nail Supply Black is Black. So after I'm happy with the removal of the colored acrylic from the previous set, I'll then go in with my hand file and etch the growth that has come out, and also blend the tip back in to the nail bed and remove all lifting with my hand file. So very important. Always use your hand file to remove the shine. Always use your hand file to remove any lifting. Don't use, I'm only using this part to remove the colored acrylic. Once I get back to that clear, I go in with my hand file. So just very important to keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, moving forward, just kind of finish up on those fingers, getting more color off, and I move over to the thumbnail, which is not my favorite of all the fingers, to be honest. The thumbs are just like those awkward parts of your body that, like, obviously you need thumbs, right? You can't pick anything up if you don't have them. I couldn't hold my brush if I didn't have them. But they're just like one of those, and they're not even a finger, a thumb. So it's one of those thumbs. One of those thumbs that gets in the way. Oh, geez. It's like you can't even say one of those fingers, you know, because it's like not a finger. But then when you say one of those thumbs, it's like, well, you only have two, so. Anyways, it's early, so I'm a little goofy right now, but I wouldn't have it any other way, okay? So I'm just removing, excuse me, I'm removing those glitter pieces, that glitter mix that I had up at the top. And that's actually one that I got from an old friend of mine, Taj Torres. I don't know if she's still on here, but bless 1880 if you're watching this. I really loved that mix. And actually, no, I'm sorry, wrong person. Lolo Rose, this is her mermaid mix, and it's Heart of the Ocean or Heart of the Sea. So I used that one. I actually thought it was another one that another friend had given to me. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm just finishing up removing more of that color as much as I can with my actual drill, and then I'll go in with my diamond cuticle ball bit, which is really gentle. The only time you should ever be on the nail plate with a bit is with this bit, the cuticle bit. So I'm just removing all that extra dead skin, so that when I come back in with a small bead of clear acrylic, there's nothing that's gonna lift it. There's nothing that's gonna be in the way. The nails are all cleaned up properly. They look amazing. The prep is amazing. So you have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that most of your work is gonna rely upon your prep work. So if you don't prep the nails properly, you're not gonna have a quality set of nails. They're gonna end up breaking. They're gonna end up popping off. So this step is super important. So you see, like, even just, she barely has any lifting at all. But do you see, like, those little bits up in the corners, like those natural lifted areas? Like, those are the areas that you typically see lift when you do a set. There's like nothing, no lifting there, but the corners kind of lifted a little. I always go in with my cuticle bit if I have to and get those little pieces off, or I'll just use my hand file and it gets it all off. So when you see me actually placing the color, you could see how well those hands are actually prepped. Like, I've brought them back down to basically nothing, and this is what I do for my clients every single time. The only times I do soak offs is when they absolutely need it, when they are getting too much lifting and it's causing damage to the nail itself or to the tip because it's taking away from the shape, or whatever the case may be. My clients' hands are very, very well cared for. If you actually look at their natural, I'll try to put up a video soon of this, but I'm going to specifically show you how my clients have no indents in their nails, like you see a lot these days. And that's from using the sanding band to remove the shine, because you're not supposed to do that. You're only supposed to use the hand file. And yes, I will continue to say it. That way I can teach people properly. So I just finished using my Mia Secret Clear Acrylic, and I'm just doing like a thin clear base. In hindsight, I could have maybe used a little less probably, but oh well. So I go in now with Glam and Glitz from the Naked Color Acrylic Collection. This is On Your Mark. I love this purple because it's like, it's such a dark purple, but it's like not too dark, if that makes any sense. It's like the perfect like grape jelly purple or grape purple, you know? It's just like, it reminds me of Welch's grape jelly. So I'm actually doing a 3-tone ombre on this nail, and then I'll be going in with my Heidi Swapp Marquee gold foil leafing, and I basically just kind of ripped that up into pieces, shredded it into pieces, and I take little bits here and there and kind of put them together like puzzle pieces. So I go in now with my bead of Popsicle in that middle free edge area where the nail bed meets the free edge. And when I'm happy with that color placement, I'll go in with my black from my local nail supply. And when I'm happy with that up at the cuticle, I'll start pulling the rest down. You know, so I mean, ombres are difficult anyways, but when you start doing colors like these, like I'm known for ombreing weird colors, but these colors personally were very difficult to ombre together, especially like the black, you know, black with purple not so much, but when you take purple, orange, and black, there's a fine line between becoming too like Halloween-y looking and just really pretty looking. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, if I did ombre nails, that this was gonna be the only one that was a 3-tone ombre. You know, I didn't want to like take it over the top and have her nails look too cartoonish, like too Halloween themed, you know. And I think that this gold foil on the nail like really helped with that, because it took it from like a Halloween look to a more classy kind of elegant look, you know what I mean? So when I'm happy with everywhere I put the gold leafing, I'll just pick up a medium wet to dry bead, but bigger on the larger side, and I'll place that up at the cuticle area, like 1/18 of an inch under the cuticle or the hyponychium line, and I will start pulling. Once it's polymerized, I'll start pulling my sides and the center of the bead down. Now watch. Kind of fix up at the top there, put it into place, make sure they're in place, and then I start working on bringing the body of the polymerized acrylic down to the free edge. And I feel like if everybody worked this way, it'd probably make things simpler, you know? I mean, not everybody's gonna get it on the first try, but I guarantee you, if you continue to practice and practice and practice, you will get it. Things that you never maybe imagined or thought you could do, you'll be able to do. So hang in there, don't give up. Don't let anybody try to convince you to do something else. Like, if this is your passion, go for it wholeheartedly. We live in a day and age where we can pursue our happiness, the pursuit of happiness. I mean, that's a real thing, and we all are entitled to that. So don't ever let anyone try to convince you otherwise. You are worth the time, and you are worth the practice and getting better. And your clients will love you for it. They'll appreciate you for it because you're bringing that much more knowledge to the table. So in the middle nail, I decided to do a color blocking design, and I actually do like a matte top coat in the end, and it's by Chisel. I use my Chisel Diamond Matte No White Gel Top Coat, and I got that from my local nail supply as well. On the pinky finger, I go in with a full nail of On Your Mark, which is the purple, and on the pointer, I go in with a full nail of the orange, which is the popsicle. On the thumb, I end up doing my black acrylic with my multi-mix gold hexy acrylic mix. So it's pre-mixed with acrylic, and it's really, really pretty. It's like, it has like some holographic bits in it, but it's mostly just multi-size metallic light gold hexies, and it's so pretty. I actually use it on my color blocking nails, and I really, really feel like these came out amazing, especially because yesterday was pretty warm and the acrylic was drying pretty quickly. But as long as you keep your brush really, really damp and saturated, you should be fine in weather like that. Also, try putting your monomer, like the dish itself, within like another dish with ice water. That could help too. So on the color blocking nail, I literally put like that upside down triangle at the top of the cuticle area, and I'll cut off the sides to make it like more straighter, and then I'll come in with my hand file to kind of sharpen that up, and then I'll place my gold multi-mix around that triangular area and make a pattern like that, chevron pattern as well. And then I'll encapsulate that, cut off excess, file it, and start filling it in with other colors. So you'll see as we go along. You see how I'm doing this, and I'm just making the sides more straight and come more to a point. If you don't do this, you won't have crisp, I mean, you can have crisp straight lines if you use like the blade I was just using. If you're using a craft tool that cuts off excess, like those are perfect, the X-Acto knives or whatever. I'm just using the blade part because I misplaced my handle to it, but it still works, you know. And even though I still use that, I still went in and filed extra just to get it even more straight. And you want to make sure when you go in with glitter in color blocking that you don't build it up as high as the other color, because you're going to come in and encapsulate. And when you do, don't go over all of the black with the clear. I actually did in this one just because I was completely happy with how the glitter placement was, and I knew in the back of my mind, I just knew that I was fine, you know. If it doesn't apply to you, then you don't gotta do it. You know, if your work is fine the way it is, then you don't gotta worry about it. I'm just adding a little more on this side because there was a little bit of dip there, so I'm just building that up a tiny bit, and then I'll come in with my clear and encapsulate that. And when it dries, I'll file around the sides again, and I'll cut off excess when I have to. I'll show you in a second what I mean. Even with glitter, you can cut off excess. It has clear acrylic in it, so you're still able to do that. You see how I'm just kind of cutting off the sides there? I just feel like it, you know, it needs to be done. If you want it to be crisp and straight lines, then you need to make sure that your work is neat and professional and you're on top of everything. So this is what I was talking about though. Like, I'm building the chevron pattern, and on the sides I'm gonna be doing, like at the bottom I'll do another triangular in, I think, purple, and then on the sides it's filled in with clear, so it gives this really, really cool, neat effect. And when I did the color blocking nails at the end with the matte top coat, but every other one I did shiny, I mean, it just made this set look so cool. And the matte top coat made the design stand out that much more, because I actually drew with my black gel paint, I took my liner brushes and I went like, I outlined the triangular parts, and I did some other designs and with my lining brush, and it just, the matte top coat made it stand out so much. And you would think it wouldn't be that way, but in fact, when you put a matte top coat, it draws out all the oils from all the products, so you see each one individually. Even the black drawing gel, for instance, on top of the black acrylic, you are able to see between the two of them, and it's just, it was so neat, so cool. This set came out super cute, and I'm really, really proud of the work that I did on these. I'm using On Your Mark here, and I'm just doing a full pinky nail of On Your Mark. And I'm just making sure that my product is spread out and it's pushed up and it's, you know, tucked in on them side areas. And yeah, I end up going in with one more bead because it just wasn't dark enough. I guess in hindsight, I think I definitely used too much product on some of them, but you live and you learn, right? So I'm just finishing that, and when I'm happy with that, I'll encapsulate. So I'm happy with that color. I think I encapsulated it, and I move on to the thumb, and I'm doing the gold multi-mix glitter with the black over here. So it's like a glitter ombre, glitter fade, whatever you want to call it. I guess it could be considered a glitter ombre because I'm doing the glitter first and then pulling the black over it. So I guess technically you could consider it a glitter ombre, but I always just call them like glitter fades or whatever. But to me, a glitter fade is like when you put the color first and then you put the glitter faded over the top, and then the ombre obviously would be the reverse. You would do the glitter first, like so, and then pull your black over the top, like so. You see what I mean? So yeah, that's what I mean by that. So I think I end up going in with like a little more glitter because I just feel like, and the black, because certain spots were like see-through, others didn't have enough, so just added a little bit more. And I definitely go back in with glitter because it wasn't enough, and it just was not the look I was going for, so ended up becoming more of a glitter fade in the end. And when I'm happy with this, I will encapsulate it as well because we have glitter there. You know, and I guess I could have left like the solid nails by themselves because Glam and Glitz, they're considered core or strength powders. You don't have to encapsulate them unless you're working with their glittered ones. Then I would say definitely encapsulate. But yeah, like with glitter or whatever, you have to encapsulate because if you don't, you're going to end up coming in with your file and cutting right through your design. So what fun is that? You worked all that time, you did all that hard work, and then just to come in and erase it basically with your hand file. I mean, with the, Jesus, I can't even think straight right now. You would basically, I forgot my train of thought. Yeah, you would cut right through it and you'd erase any sign of glitter. I mean, the whole point of encapsulating is so that it protects it and it's there, it lasts. You know what I mean? It's different than just, say, putting glitter down and top coating over it. That's not going to last very long. So this is the part of the color blocking I was telling you about where I come in on the sides there with my clear, and then I make like that bottom triangular area by doing this. So I'll put, you know, clear on both sides, make sure that I have that area specifically for my purple color. So I'm just making sure that, you know, when I place it, that it's in place properly, and I'm pushing up when I need to, pulling down when I need to, pulling when I need to. And I do end up realizing that I made like a small mistake where it didn't come down to the corner properly, so I ended up having to go in with another bead of clear and just fixing that real quick. I really just love, I kind of wish I would have been able to record me doing the line work, which I really wanted to, guys. I really wanted to keep that in this video or be able to record it, and I wasn't able to, because by the time I finished with this video, my phone was dying or was dead. So yeah, when I went to go take pictures of my client's nails, I went to grab my phone and it was dead. So I don't know what's going on lately, like with this phone. Is it because I'm using my flash when I'm recording or what? But I feel like if I don't use my flash when I record, then the picture is dark. I mean, I don't know, it could just be me. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe my videos are dark when my flash is on, because with this video my flash was on and I had to use the color filter. So I'm just kind of learning as I go along, guys, so just bear with me. Yeah, so that's, I mean, I'm just gonna encapsulate the purple nail, and like I said, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have had to, being that they are core powders, and all this really did was make it thicker. So it made more work for me in the end, because obviously I'm not gonna have my client walking out of here with thick ass fucking Minecraft nails. No, excuse my language, but no, that's not how we run things over here. You need to be able to pick things up off the ground if need be. You know what I mean? So now I'm just perfecting those lines as good as I possibly can, because it's kind of an awkward position, to be honest. Probably should have done the orange or purple triangle first, but oh well. Always gotta make things difficult for myself. If it ain't hard, it ain't me. That didn't sound right. Sorry, guys. What I meant to say is, if it ain't hard, it ain't for me. Okay, maybe I didn't mean to say that. That came out wrong as well. Oh, Jesus. I just keep putting my foot in my mouth. My sister said, what size foot? That's nasty. You got a sick mind, girl. You got a sick mind. Okay, so I'm using, I actually thought I was using On Your Mark in the triangular area, but it seems I've changed my mind. I'm using Popsicle. So you see how it's like filling that in, and it's pretty even at that point? Well, don't be worried about going over your lines, because in the end, when you file, all those straight, crisp, clean lines are going to reveal themselves, and there's not going to be any excess acrylic anywhere. So just don't worry your pretty little heads, okay? So on this pinky finger, I'm going in with a full nail of Popsicle. I'll start like right under the cuticle area, and then I'll go in with my cuticle bead, and when I'm happy, I'll encapsulate. Same idea, same type of thing. I'm doing color blocking over on this middle finger as well, which actually ended up turning out to be like my favorite one of both of them. So yeah, keep an eye on this one. And I love you guys all so much. Shout out to all my new subscribers that have taken the time out of their schedules to come over to Sharon's Nail Boutique and subscribe and show me love and support. From the bottom of my heart, you guys have no idea how much this means to me and how much I appreciate it. We're trying really hard to get to 1,000 subscribers right now, so I could get this giveaway up and going. And not just that, guys, just so, you know, more doors start to open for us. We're able to review more products, okay? Maybe we're able to get sponsored, like just tons of things. And you never know the types of things you're gonna see on my channel until you actually come and watch. And you never know, it might brighten your day, it might make you laugh, you know, you might hear something that you've experienced yourself, and now you feel a little closer to me because it's humanized me. Like it's you know, when you can't see someone face to face talking to you, it's hard to envision their vision or what they've been through. And I think as people, if we just kind of be quiet long enough and listen, we can make out really just how much compassion and love and just everything like that people actually have if given the opportunity. You know, we're so quick to pass judgment and be mean to the next one. You know, we never know what each other's going through, and unless we ask, we'll never know. So yeah, that's your philosophy tip for the day. So I'm doing my 3-tone ombre again, and on this hand I've basically switched things up. So I'm starting with my black here, then I'll go in with Popsicle, and then I'll go in with On Your Mark, which is the purple up at the cuticle area. Personally, I think the other way was a little bit better, but that's neither here nor there. It's not a big deal. It's just same colors, just switched up a little, same designs. Other than that, guys, that's it pretty much. I mean, I want you guys to watch the rest of this hand without me explaining every little thing. And it's, like I said, it's identical to the other hand, except I've switched out the colors for different fingers and kind of did it like in reverse, so to speak. So yeah, enjoy, guys. And again, welcome to all my new subscribers. If you're new here and have not yet subscribed and aren't sure whether or not you should, you definitely should. You definitely should, because you're not going to want to miss out on all these upcoming nail designs and reviews. And I have a lot of awesome products coming in that I'm waiting for that have already been shipped. So I'm going to be doing lots and lots of different videos coming up shortly, and just diving like wholeheartedly into this whole thing, guys. So, and stay tuned for certain edited videos, because my son, who has a really nice gaming computer, he's gonna start helping me like edit my videos the way I really want them. So yeah, that's exciting too. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, what types of software are you using for editing? If you're recording, do you guys have any issues like with your lighting too on your camera? And if you do, like, what types of things do you do for that kind of stuff when you have an issue with it? Other than that, guys, I will see you in my next one. I love you all so much. Mwah, hugs and kisses, and be safe and stay strong, everybody. I love you all. You all are my brothers and sisters. We all matter. And yeah, I just love all of you guys. Stay strong. Stand strong together. United we stand, divided we fall. That's how it is, guys, okay? Stay strong, and I will see you in my next one, guys. Bye.